Welcome back to the channel, US Rare Coins News, Top 1. Imagine holding a coin that shines with a golden glow, dated 2000 with a small D mint mark beneath the year. At first glance, it looks modern. It looks common. It looks like something you might have received as change and tossed into a drawer, but what if that 2000 D United States gold $1 coin carries more value than most people realize? Today we're taking a deep and detailed journey into the 2000 D Sacagawea golden dollar, its history, its design, its hidden varieties, its collector demand, and the real truth about what makes certain examples worth serious money. And make sure you stay with me all the way to the end, because the final auction result might completely surprise you. The year 2000 marked a major transition in American coinage. The large Eisenhower dollars and the short-lived Susan B. Anthony dollars had failed to gain widespread popularity in circulation. The United States Mint decided it was time for something new. That's when the Sacagawea golden dollar was introduced, struck beginning in 2000. This coin was designed to be smaller, lighter, and more convenient than the old bulky dollar coins. The golden color was created not from real gold, but from a special manganese brass-clad composition that gave the coin its distinctive appearance. The 2000 D version was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark on the obverse. Now let's talk about the design. The obverse features Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who played a crucial role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. She is shown carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on her back. The portrait was designed by sculptor Glenna Goodacker and is widely praised for its warmth and realism. Unlike many earlier U.S. coins that depicted presidents or symbolic figures, this coin honored a real Native American woman whose courage and knowledge helped shape American history. The reverse design for the year 2000 features a soaring eagle surrounded by 17 stars, representing the number of states in the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The reverse was designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. The combination of historical tribute and modern design made the 2000 Sacagawea dollar one of the most talked about coin releases of its time. Now here's where things start to get interesting. The 2000 D Sacagawea dollar had a large mintage. Millions were struck for circulation. Because of this, most examples found in pocket change are worth only face value, but as always in coin collecting, condition changes everything. Most Sacagawea dollars went into circulation and show scratches, dull surfaces, and wear. The golden color can become faded or spotted over time. Finding a truly pristine, high-grade 2000 D coin with strong luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp detail is much more difficult than people expect. Large quantities were stored in bags, and just like earlier dollar coins, they often developed contact marks from banging against each other. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting aspects of the 2000 Sacagawea dollars, special varieties and rare issues. In 2000, the United States Mint partnered with Cheerios for a promotional release. Some boxes of Cheerios cereal contain newly minted Sacagawea dollars as part of a marketing campaign to promote the new coin. These promotional coins, now known as Cheerios dollars, have a distinct reverse with enhanced tail feather details on the eagle. This reverse variety is different from standard circulation strikes. Although the Cheerios promotion coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the excitement around this early production variety increased overall collector interest in 2000 Sacagawea dollars. Another important variety associated with the year 2000 is the Wounded Eagle error. This error shows raised eye gouges across the eagle's body on the reverse, appearing like a spear wound. These are highly collectible and can bring significant premiums depending on condition. While the Wounded Eagle variety is more commonly associated with Philadelphia strikes, error collectors carefully examine Denver coins as well for unusual die varieties and mint mistakes. Other possible errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and double strikes. Dramatic errors can significantly increase value. Now let's focus on grading and condition rarity. Most circulated 2000 D Sacagawea dollars are worth $1. Uncirculated examples in average mint state condition may bring modest premiums, especially if they retain strong original golden luster, but the highest graded coins, especially those graded MS67, MS68, or higher by major grading services, are extremely scarce. Modern coins often have very high mintages, but achieving flawless surfaces is surprisingly difficult. A coin graded MS-68 must have nearly perfect eye appeal with almost no visible imperfections under magnification. Collectors building registry sets compete fiercely for top population coins. When only a handful of examples exist at the highest grade, auction prices can rise dramatically. Another factor influencing value is demand for first-year issues. The year 2000 marks the debut of the Sacagawea series, and first-year coins often carry special appeal for collectors. The 2000 D represents the Denver Mint's contribution to that historic launch year. Let's summarize realistic value ranges before revealing the final number. Circulated 2000 D Sacagawea dollars typically remain worth face value. Uncirculated examples may bring small premiums depending on quality. Error coins and special varieties can sell for much higher amounts. Top grade certified examples can reach levels that surprise many people who assume modern coins are common. And now, as promised, here is the auction result that turned heads among modern coin collectors. A 2000 D Sacagawea dollar graded MS-68 has sold at auction for over $8,000. More than $8,000 for a golden dollar coin that many people still spend without a second thought. That's the power of condition rarity, collector competition, and certified perfection. Top 2. Today, close your eyes for a moment and imagine holding a small, bright gold coin that was struck nearly 200 years ago. A coin so tiny it could rest easily on your fingertip, yet so historically powerful that it connects you directly to the early years of the United States. Now imagine that coin dated somewhere between 1825 and 1829. At first, that might sound ordinary. But here's the surprising truth. There were no official United States gold $1 coins struck between 1825 and 1829. And that single fact makes this story far more fascinating than you might expect. The United States did not begin producing official gold $1 coins until 1849, following the California gold rush. Before that time, the smallest regular gold denomination was the $2.50 quarter eagle. So if you ever encounter a gold coin dated 1825, 1826, 1827, 1828, or 1829 with a $1 denomination, you are not looking at a standard U.S. Mint issue. Instead, you are likely looking at one of three possibilities. The first possibility is that the coin is a privately issued gold token or fantasy piece created later for collectors. The second possibility is that it is a contemporary counterfeit or imitation, designed to resemble early U.S. gold coinage. The third possibility is that someone is confusing it with an early quarter eagle gold coin from that period. Let's talk about what the real U.S. Mint was producing in those years. Between 1825 and 1829, the primary gold denomination being struck was the capped head left quarter eagle. These were $2.50 gold coins designed by John Reich and later modified by William Neese. They featured Liberty wearing a cap on the obverse and an eagle with shield on the reverse. These coins were made of nearly pure gold compared to modern standards, containing 91.67% gold, known as 22-karat gold. They were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as branch mints had not yet been established in Charlotte, Dahlonega, or New Orleans for gold production. Now here's where things get even more interesting, because early U.S. gold coins circulated heavily and many were later melted down. Surviving examples in high condition are extremely rare. Gold coins were money. They were used in trade. They were shipped overseas. They were melted for bullion. Few people preserved them as collectibles in the 1820s. So when we talk about an 1825 to 1829 gold coin, we're discussing a piece of early American financial history. The United States in the 1820s was still a young nation. James Monroe and then John Quincy Adams were presidents. Andrew Jackson would soon rise to power. The country was expanding westward. Industry was growing. Banking was unstable. Hard money like gold and silver was essential for commerce. Owning a gold coin in that era represented real wealth. Now let's clarify something important, that if someone claims to own an 1825 to 1829 United States gold $1 coin, it is crucial to verify authenticity and denomination. The official U.S. gold dollar series began in 1849 with the Liberty Head Type 1 design. Those coins are small, about the size of a dime, and were struck in response to increased gold supply from California. Anything dated before 1849 and labeled as a $1 gold coin would not be a standard federal issue. However, collectors often search for early quarter eagles from 1825 to 1829 and mistakenly refer to them as gold dollars because of their small size. The value of these early gold coins depends heavily on several factors. First, authenticity. Counterfeits exist, especially for early gold coinage. Professional authentication by major grading services is absolutely critical. Second, condition. A coin graded very fine will be worth significantly less than one graded mint state. Because these coins are nearly 2 centuries old, even lightly circulated examples can command strong prices. Third, rarity by date. Some years between 1825 and 1829 have lower survival numbers than others. Certain varieties and die pairings are especially rare. Fourth, eye appeal. Original surfaces, strong detail, and minimal damage dramatically increase value. Early U.S. gold coins are highly sought after by advanced collectors because they represent a time when America's monetary system was still developing. They are tangible pieces of early republic history. Now let's discuss realistic value ranges before revealing the final auction result. An early quarter eagle from 1825 to 1829 in lower circulated grades can be worth several $1,000s depending on condition and date. In higher circulated grades, values increase substantially. In uncirculated condition, especially with strong strike and original surfaces, these coins enter a completely different level of the market. Top population examples. Meaning the finest known graded coins for a particular year, are exceptionally rare. Many dates from this era have very few survivors in mint state condition, and now, as promised, here is the auction result that demonstrates just how valuable these early gold coins can be. An 1829 capped head left quarter eagle in superb mint state condition has sold at auction for over $150,000. More than $150,000 for a small gold coin struck nearly 2 centuries ago. That is the power of rarity, age, gold content, and historical importance combined. Top 3. Today we're diving deep into the history, design, minting details, hidden varieties, collector demand, grading secrets, and true market value of the 2010 presidential dollar coin. And make sure you stay all the way until the end, because the final auction price might completely surprise you. First, let's clarify something important. The 2010 gold $1 is not made of solid gold. It belongs to the presidential $1 coin program and is struck in a manganese brass-clad composition that gives it that rich golden color. The shine and tone were designed to stand out in circulation, even though the coin contains no actual gold. The year 2010 was part of the presidential dollar series that began in 2007. Each year honored 4 former presidents of the United States, presented in the order they served. In 2010, the 4 presidents featured were Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, and Abraham Lincoln. All 4 of these designs were struck at the Denver Mint, carrying the small d mint mark on the edge of the coin. Yes, on the edge, unlike traditional coins where the mint mark appears on the front or back. Presidential dollars display their mint mark, year, and motto inscriptions on the edge lettering. That detail alone makes these coins unique and exciting to examine. The obverse design for each 2010 presidential dollar features a detailed portrait of the honored president, along with the inscriptions of their name, the order of presidency, and years in office. The reverse design is consistent across the series and shows the Statue of Liberty standing tall, symbolizing freedom and continuity in American history. Now here's where collectors begin to pay closer attention. Although millions of 2010 presidential dollars were minted, most were released into circulation at a time when demand for dollar coins was declining. Many banks ordered fewer quantities. Some coins were stored in vaults. Others circulated lightly and were quickly set aside by collectors. Because of this, pristine examples in high mint state grades can be more challenging to find than people assume. Modern coins often suffer from contact marks during bulk storage. When thousands of coins are stacked and transported together, they rub and clash, creating small nicks and scratches. A flawless 2010 presidential dollar with strong luster and minimal surface marks is not as common as raw mintage numbers suggest. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting aspects of these coins: edge lettering errors. The presidential dollar series is famous for edge lettering mistakes. Some coins were struck without edge lettering entirely. Others show doubled inscriptions. Some display partial or misaligned edge text. collectors call these godless dollars, when the edge lettering, including the motto "In God We Trust," is missing. A 2010 D coin with a dramatic edge lettering error can be significantly more valuable than a normal circulation strike. That's why examining the edge carefully is critical. Another factor influencing value is grading. A circulated 2010 D presidential dollar is generally worth $1. An uncirculated coin in average mint state condition may bring a modest premium, but once you move into higher certified grades like MS-67 or MS-68, the population numbers drop sharply. Modern coins graded at the very top levels are often scarce because even tiny imperfections prevent them from reaching the highest grade. Registry set collectors compete for the finest known examples of each president and each mint. When only a handful of coins exist at the top grade, auction prices can climb quickly. Now let's talk about demand. The 2010 presidential dollars include Abraham Lincoln, one of the most collected and admired presidents in American history. Lincoln-related coins have always drawn strong collector interest, from the classic Lincoln cent to commemorative issues. That historical popularity increases attention for the 2010 D Lincoln presidential dollar in particular. Meanwhile, collectors assembling full presidential dollar sets must secure examples from every year and mint. High-grade 2010 D coins become essential for completing top-tier registry collections. Another interesting detail is the finish and luster. Some 2010 D coins display especially bright, satin-like surfaces when preserved carefully. These coins are more appealing to collectors compared to dull or heavily marked pieces. Now let's summarize realistic value ranges before revealing the big number. Circulated 2010 D presidential dollars are typically worth face value. Uncirculated examples can bring small premiums depending on condition. Coins with edge lettering errors can sell for significantly higher amounts depending on the severity of the mistake. High-grade certified examples, especially at the very top of the grading scale, can bring prices that surprise many people who assume modern coins have little value. And now, as promised, here is the auction result that demonstrates the potential of this modern golden dollar. A 2010 D presidential dollar graded MS-68 with exceptional eye appeal has sold at auction for over $6,000. More than $6,000 for a coin many people still treat as everyday pocket change. That is the power of condition rarity, collector demand, and modern mint era potential. Top 4. Today, the 2000 P United States Gold $1. It shines with a rich golden color. It feels modern. It looks common. But hidden inside this coin is a story of history, controversy, rare varieties, and auction prices that have shocked collectors. Today we are taking a deep dive into the 2000 P Sacagawea golden dollar, its background, design, rare versions, grading secrets, and the true market potential behind this millennium coin. Stay with me all the way until the end, because the final auction number might completely change how you see this coin. The 2000 P golden dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark appears on the obverse, just to the right of Sacagawea's portrait. This coin marked the debut year of the Sacagawea dollar series, replacing the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. The U.S. Mint wanted something different. Something bold. Something inspiring. Instead of another president, they chose to honor Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who guided the Lewis and Clark expedition across the American frontier. Her knowledge of the land, her courage, and her role in one of the most important explorations in U.S. history made her a powerful choice. The obverse design, created by Glenna Goodacker, shows Sacagawea carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste on her back. The portrait feels warm and lifelike. It was a major artistic shift from traditional coin portraits. The reverse design for the year 2000 features a soaring eagle surrounded by 17 stars, representing the number of states in the Union during the expedition. This reverse was designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. Now here's something important. Although it's called a gold $1, the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar contains no actual gold. It is made of a manganese brass-clad composition layered over a copper core. That special blend gives it its distinctive golden color. Millions of these coins were struck in 2000. On the surface, that might make it seem common and inexpensive, but as always in coin collecting, the real story lies in the details. Let's start with condition. Many 2000 P Sacagawea dollars entered circulation. Others were stored in bags, rolls, or mint sets. Because they were transported in bulk, Contact marks and surface scratches are extremely common. The golden surface can easily show nicks. Even tiny imperfections stand out under light. Finding a truly pristine example with blazing original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp detail is more challenging than most people realize. Now let's talk about what truly sets the 2000p apart from other modern dollars, the Cheerios dollars. In early 2000, the U.S. Mint partnered with Cheerios cereal to promote the new coin. Special 2000p Sacagawea dollars were placed inside cereal boxes as part of a nationwide promotion. At first, collectors believed these were identical to regular circulation strikes. But years later, experts discovered something remarkable. The Cheerios promotional coins featured enhanced eagle tail feathers on the reverse, a design variation not found on standard 2000p coins. This variety is now one of the most famous modern coin discoveries in U.S. numismatics. The enhanced tail feather design is sharper and more detailed. Only a limited number of these coins were distributed before the mint switched to the standard reverse design. If you own a 2000p Sacagawea dollar, checking the reverse tail feathers carefully could be the difference between a $1 coin and a 5-figure rarity. Now let's talk about another highly sought-after variety, the 2000p Wounded Eagle error. This error shows raised die gouge lines across the eagle's body on the reverse, making it appear as though the eagle has been pierced by a spear. These die gouges were accidental and create a dramatic visual effect. Collectors actively search for wounded eagle examples because they are unusual, visible, and tied to the first year of the series. Beyond these major varieties, there are also standard mint errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, and missing edge lettering. All of these can increase value depending on visibility and overall condition. Now let's discuss grading. That a circulated 2000p Sacagawea dollar is typically worth face value. An uncirculated example in average mint state condition may sell for a modest premium, but once you move into higher grades such as MS67, MS68, or above, the population drops sharply. Modern coins are often assumed to be easy to find in perfect condition. That assumption is wrong. To achieve a grade of MS68, a coin must have nearly flawless surfaces, exceptional luster, and outstanding eye appeal. Very few coins meet that standard. Registry set collectors compete fiercely for top population examples. When only a handful exist in the highest grade, prices can climb quickly at auction, and when you combine top condition with a rare variety like the Cheerios reverse or Wounded Eagle error, the value can increase dramatically. Now let's summarize realistic value expectations before revealing the big number. Common circulated 2000p Sacagawea dollars are worth $1. Average uncirculated examples may bring small premiums. Wounded Eagle varieties can sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on condition. Cheerios reverse varieties are in an entirely different league. And now, as promised, here is the auction result that stunned modern coin collectors. A 2000p Sacagawea Cheerios dollar graded in top mint state condition has sold at auction for over $25,000, more than $25,000 for a golden dollar coin that many people once pulled from a cereal box. That is the power of rare varieties, first-year significance, and certified top condition combined. Top 5. Today, its weight is satisfying, its shine is warm, and the date on the obverse instantly transports you back more than 150 years to a turbulent and transformative era in American history. The years 1865 through 1869 marked the end of the Civil War, the beginning of Reconstruction, and a period of economic and social rebuilding that shaped the nation we know today. Within that context, a United States gold $1 coin from 1865 to 1869 is more than currency, it's a tangible piece of history. The gold dollar series itself was introduced in 1849, the same year as the California Gold Rush, and it represented the smallest denomination of U.S. gold coins at the time. These coins were tiny, often no larger than a modern dime, but their value in gold and historical significance made them highly important in commerce. By the mid-1860s, the United States was emerging from the devastation of the Civil War, and the economy was slowly stabilizing. Every gold coin carried real purchasing power, and each transaction told a story of survival and recovery. The gold $1 coins struck between 1865 and 1869 are primarily Type 3 Liberty head issues. This design, created by James B. Longacre, features a stunning left-facing Liberty wearing a coronet inscribed with the word Liberty. Around her are 13 stars representing the original colonies, with the date below. The reverse shows the denomination surrounded by a wreath, a design that is simple but elegant, allowing the gold to shine as the true centerpiece. During this period, coins were struck exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint, the heart of U.S. coinage. No mint marks were used on these coins, making every 1865 to 1869 gold dollar a product of the nation's central mint. Unlike modern coins, these tiny gold dollars were struck individually and by hand-operated presses, creating subtle variations in strike and detail that collectors prize today. Each coin tells a unique story, with differences in die alignment, relief, and luster that make examination essential. One of the most important factors in determining the value of these coins is condition. Because of their small size and real gold content, these coins were highly circulated in everyday commerce. Many of them show wear, scratches, or nicks, while a few were carefully stored and preserved by early collectors. Even a coin with light wear is over 150 years old, making it historically significant. Coins in mint state, with sharp details, full Liberty coronets, and clear wreaths on the reverse, are extremely rare. Collectors also look for die varieties and anomalies. Subtle differences in Liberty's hair, in the spacing of the stars, or in the wreath design can indicate early or late die states, adding to a coin's rarity and value. Additionally, errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or small planchet flaws, while not common, occurred during this era and are highly prized by numismatists today. These errors are often one-of-a-kind pieces of mint history that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Another factor influencing value is gold content. These coins contain approximately 1.672 grams of 90% pure gold, giving them intrinsic bullion value. But historical significance, rarity, and condition can multiply their market value far beyond the gold content alone. Let's break down value expectations. A circulated 1865 to 1869 gold dollar in average condition might sell for a few $100s, reflecting both age and gold content. Coins in higher circulated grades, with stronger detail and eye appeal, may fetch several $1,000s. The most coveted pieces are those in uncirculated or mint state condition, with sharp strikes and minimal contact marks. These coins are exceedingly rare, and they attract competition from collectors, investors, and historical enthusiasts alike. The popularity of these coins has grown steadily as numismatists have come to appreciate the historical significance of post-Civil War issues. Unlike modern coins, which often see mass production and uniformity, each gold dollar from this era carries subtle differences and a direct connection to the people, economy, and history of the United States during a pivotal time. And now, as promised, the auction result that highlights just how valuable one of these historic gold dollars can be. AN 1869 gold $1, in superb mint state condition, recently sold at auction for over $75,000, yes, more than $75,000. For a coin that is barely larger than a modern dime, yet carries the weight of history, the beauty of gold, and the rarity of preservation over more than a century and a half. So if you happen to come across an 1865 to 1869 gold $1, don't overlook it. Examine the Liberty coronet, the stars, the wreath, and the surfaces. Consider professional authentication and grading, because condition and rarity determine real value. What might seem like a small, golden relic could actually be one of the most remarkable treasures in your collection, connecting you to a defining period in American history, and potentially worth far more than you ever imagined.